was forged in the heat of battle, tested in the trials of war, and proven in the blessings of peace. Our bond is unbreakable. From across the earth, Americans are drawn to this place as though it were a part of our very soul. We come not only because of what they did here, we come because of who they were. They were young men with their entire lives before them.
Is it?
They were husbands.
Good afternoon. It's Royal Miss Alice, the Spielhouse Fritz Circus Royal, or Royal Mrs. Alice, the Beatles Royal. Royal Alice Kathy, or is it Mary? Rather, Carol, or is it Mary? Royal Mary or Royal Kathy? Carol. Hey, Royal Carol, how are you?
Good.
Very good. I have good news for Royal Father Mecca, Royal Father Greg Mecca, regarding my meeting with him the other day. And the bill and all with Eversource, man. And Rural Community Action, Danbury, they really resolved it.
Oh, good.
Well, Rural Father Mecca, he resolved it, and they followed up in resolving it because they had to do the work. He just, he interceded and sort of worked between the two of them and speaking with Royal Eversource. But the Royal Community Action Program really had to do the job itself, and they did. The guy, in case someone needs to reference of him, you have it. You should know that because that agency is very, very important and very necessary for a community, and this community is in need of it. In Royal Danbury. His name is Junior Mendez, Royal Junior Mendez, and he does his job.
Good.
Yeah, the job had not been done. That was the problem. So I thought I'd make you aware of that. Is Royal Father Mecca around?
Hold on. I think he went out, and I know he has new mass.
Yeah. Oh, he does have new mass. Well, that's already started.
Yes.
And that's.
It starts at 10, 12:10.
Oh, I see. Well, he has. He's probably on his way over there. But go ahead.
No, it was Father Bernardo. Father Bernardo just went. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see if Father's around.
Thank you.
Alice, I cannot find him. He might have gone over to the school.
Okay, very good. Tell him that. Please give him the message.
Would you like to leave a voicemail for him?
I can do that, but you're going to see him probably before he gets to his voicemails.
It could be, yes.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that you will see him before he gets to his voicemails. So,
Okay.
I'm going to do that as well. But please tell him so that it's something that's not on his conscience. He needs to be relieved of at least one thing on his conscience. Okay. Yeah, he has a lot of responsibility on him.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, and well, you're there as his backup system. Okay. So you must know about his schedule. Please tell him that it is resolved, and it is my payment is going to be. It's going to be as of next month, and I'm receiving a letter in the mail telling me that it's going to be $75 a month. The $50 amount is no longer available in any program whatsoever. They discontinued that. They had to raise it to $75 per month. So, and that is in my income. My spousal income money for Social Security. Although they've taken some of that away, but it is something that I can manage to afford. Okay. So and he knows that. So tell him that was done. Plus the matching program, forgiveness program was put in place. And I will tell him this on the voicemail. And the what is it called? The paper had not been sent. As Eversource told him, no papers were ever sent to to the energy company, Eversource. The person who did the job did not do the job. And that was the reason the foul up took place. Okay. And they apologized. Not they, but the manager Junior Mendez, who he is, he's the manager there. And he gives his apology to not only me and of course Father for having to intervene, but to Eversource. Yeah, so that is the story. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it, so that he can get a sense of mental relief from that.
Very good.
Yeah, okay, because this made us distraught. I mean, $2,600 for my income is totally ludicrous. Okay. Yeah, so and now everyone can sort of at least put me aside as being, out of the stress with that, and then there are other people that are involved with their own problems of stress. Okay, like that. And this is happening a great deal throughout the state of Connecticut, I'm told. Yeah, it's a big problem right now. I mean, I could not believe after I left Father, after I left you and Royal Father Mecca the other day, I ran into a person who had the exact same problem or very similar.
Oh my.
And that person is employed with a job, not on any specific income, what is it called? A fixed income, Social Security or disability or one of those. It's a person that's literally employed right now, and the same thing happened to them. So, and I've told, I mean, from going online, that it is really the scamming with a lot of different ways, plus the errors and the misappropriation and non-compliance is really a big problem right now with energy in Connecticut. Yeah.
Oh,
I would think in other states as well, but I'm only familiar with this because this is where I live.
right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, I will tell Father, but in the meantime, I'll let you through with
Oh, thank you. So I can do that. Yeah. So have a blessing. Say prayers to roll God of roll heaven and roll heaven.
Okay.
And gracias, gracias, message I shall be to say. And say hello to Royal Mary as well. Oh, I have to stop into the office too. He dropped something off to you. I forgot. Oh no.
Father Mecca is not available at the moment. Please leave your name and number, and he will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Begin recording at the tone. Finish by pressing pound.
Hello, Royal Father Mecca, Royal Greg Mecca, Father Mecca, Father Royal Greg Mecca. This is Royal Mrs. Alice, Brit Circus Royal, and Royal Mrs. Alice, Rabitos Royal, and you call me Royal Lady Alice. So, I did follow up with the status of Eversource and with the community action, the Royal Community Action Program, and I spoke with the manager, who is Royal Junior Mendez, and he took care of it. Okay. I was there yesterday, and the paperwork I need to explain to you that was presented to them was never filed as Eversource indicated. They never received any documentation whatsoever regarding my account, and that was the beginning of the problem, and it went into an escalation of problems. So that's the story. I know I don't have much time on the system, so that's the story. Also, they put me at, as I told Royal Carol, she's going to give you a list of a message. $75, $50 is no longer available. It's been discontinued, so it's now at $75. And what else is there? And the matching program, forgiveness program, was put into effect with the amount of the dollar figure amount of money. So it is resolved. I'm waiting. I will be receiving a letter in the mail explaining all that, and I will present you with a copy of it when I do. Okay. But I'm getting back to you as I indicated to let you know what the status is, and this point has been resolved. So there is a person there who happens to be a manager. Unfortunately, he had to be a manager, but he is doing his job, and that's the most important thing. And I'm sure he's going to make sure his other personnel is going to be following through as well. So again, thank you very much. Have a blessing and say prayers to Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven of Royal Heaven. Gracias, gracias, and message, whatever you say. And as always, I love you because you are my royal priest, and I'm supposed to love you for what you are, and I do. So thank you very much. Have a blessing and say prayers. I'll speak to you later. Bye. That's it. So out there, it is our job as well to, of course, the persons that are employed in specific jobs are to do their job and be the best at doing their job. But we, as the persons that they're serving, have to do our job as well. And when something goes wrong like this, rather than ignore it, which is only going to escalate into a worse problem, you have to follow up and do what needs to be done to get the problem resolved. And that's going to make for a better you, a better them, or better him or her, a better world. So again, have a blessing and say prayers out there, Royal YouTube, Royal Facebook, Royal Twitter, Royal Instagram, and all the other social media sites that see my face, my body, and hear my voice. And I'm tired. Well, it's not physically tired because I got some rest, but mentally, yeah. Because I don't like this to be. I don't like it to happen. I like everything to run as smooth as possible, but life doesn't work that way, and we know it. So there you go. I'm Royalalice, and I thank my Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven for that, and all that He does to help royal me and the royal world that He created. Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven of Royal Heaven. And I'm from Royal 2. She gave birth to me. And I don't forget my Royal Dr. Andrew Durkin, ROA, and our Royal President Donald J. Trump, who is in Europe, Royal Europe, recognizing what we have received in blessings of being protected by men. Well, at that time, it was only men losing their lives for our protection. Although women were there, we were there too because we were nurses and all. And many of us died as we weren't fighting on the battlegrounds, but we died in being in those locations for fighting the war. And also, many women, as a result of the Nazi regime, as we know, they say 600,000, but we know it was millions of people died, and they weren't all Jewish. Not Jews, but Jewish. They were other nationalities as well that died as a result of the Hitler regime, the Nazis. So, He's there to recognize that this should never happen. It should never happen again in any world, in any way whatsoever. So there we are. And don't forget about yourselves. Don't forget about my royal stepmother, my royal steps on paternal side as well as maternal. I don't forget about the royal children that I birth, that I conceived, birth, and have raised some, and others that I didn't raise. Other people raised. My gratitude goes out to them, royal, and for those who are in royal heaven with Royal Father of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven that didn't make it. So there you go. I think I covered it all. And of course, those I patronize, royal, and associations of royal, friends of royal, whomever, the royal world. And those who I wish I could play a part in their lives. Okay, even not even knowing who they are. Okay, so there you go. People that I help royally, and I've never met them, will perhaps never meet them. The real world, which is Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven's world. I'm just a native Royal American Indian Seminole, tan, half Royal European, Royal, of Thrones, white Caucasian. That's me. In this world as a Royal American citizen. And I'm proud of all of it. So there you go. And I'm a Royal Catholic and Royal Republican. And I'm proud of it. Royal Grandma, young Royal Grandma, Royal Mom, Royal Catholic, I said Royal Republican. I was born a Royal Girl Princess. I'm now a Royal, all that, woman, adult, heterosexual Royal Queen. And I'm proud of it. And I try and do my best, even at the level that I am. Because you also have to remember, of all that, I'm a poor relation monarchy, okay, in Royal America. So there you go. Have a blessing and say prayers. Bye. And I love me just the way I am. And for the royal children out there, again, be your best. Be your best at all times. Not on a roll. Be your best. And want to be your best your entire life. And that goes from the youngest to the oldest person living in this world, whether you're in school or not. That's what we're here for. That's how we are told to love each other.